Welcome back to my channel. I must say, I was not expecting this plot in this movie. I actually thought, okay, so the title Sugar Mama, right? I'm thinking, he finds this woman who's to be his sugar mama, and she becomes obsessed and stalks him and tries to break up him and his girlfriend because she wants him all for herself. That's what I thought this movie was going to be. I had no idea it was going to turn out the way it did, which I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, so let's start off with the fact that the main reason he's doing, or the only reason he's doing this whole sugar baby thing, was because he's trying to pay for tuition. Him and his girlfriend are working trying to pay for tuition, and it really does suck that tuition is so daggone high that people resort to doing this. You've heard me say before, I'm actually very much pro sex work, but just when people feel like they're forced to do it to survive, then that's when it can get kind of sad, right? So when he met her on the app, because he had met her in person, right, at the school, he met her on the app. At first, I was thinking, like I said, it was going to be a romantic thing. And I know that scene where he tried to kiss her and she slapped the hell out of him. And I was like, oh, okay. What do you want then? Just somebody to be around the house? So we find out during the movie that she had a son that died in a car crash. So I would say while watching this, it starts to pick up like the last 30 minutes a whole lot, because we find out how her son died in the car wreck and that she was behind it. Her husband was cheating. She rigged the brakes, but she didn't know that her son was going to be in the car, right? So I could see someone feeling, because she did really pretty much go crazy. So I could see someone feeling so guilty, losing their mind, because you were trying to take out your husband and his mistress, and your son ended up suffering in the end game, right? Now, one part that I felt was, not just one part, but one of the parts I felt was sad, that she killed the girlfriend, because the girlfriend was finding out about her past as far as her son, because during the movie, she's mentioning her son's traveling. Nobody's ever seen dude. There's mention of the accident, but there's no mention of like the people in the accident. It's like they kind of just disappeared. So the part that what really woke me up, right, literally, because I was drifting off to sleep a little bit, was when the guy was in the house, the main character, because she had kidnapped him, held him hostage at this point, trying to like have him be her son. He sees her real son on life support in the back. And so that's when I'm like, okay, he's not dead. She's been keeping him alive, on life support. Well, so at that point, I'm like, but why? So that's when, in some movies, they start showing flashbacks of scenes to piece things together. So basically, she was out looking for somebody to give her son a heart. Well, not willingly give, but snatch their heart and give it to her son, because that guy that she was with, she said that's her friend. I'm still confused on his role. I don't know if he was a boyfriend, a friend, or what, but he was in on it. But he told her son needs a new heart. So basically, that's what this whole thing was about. She was just trying to find somebody to give her son a heart. And when you're watching a movie like this, you're thinking, because when he ran out the house, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to get away. She's going to go down. She's going to get arrested and everything. Blah, 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 right? No. Again, this is another movie on Tubi that ended in a totally different way I wasn't expecting. But I was still sad because an innocent person died. Like, all this man was trying to do was raise some money to pay his tuition so he can graduate, go on with his life. His girlfriend ends up dying as a result of him being involved in this with this crazy woman, and then he ends up dying because of that. And it's I guess you could say it's bittersweet because the son is alive again. He's up walking around, but it's like an innocent person had to die for that to happen. And I wonder, did she tell him, or did he just wake up from like a coma, and was like, okay, I'm here, you know? Now I'll say this, and I understand it's a movie, right? But in real life, because I'm assuming the little boy, when her son was in that accident that she caused, he looked like he was about, oh, you know what? It was 10 years because when the movie first comes on, you see the crash and then it says 10 years later. So let's say he was about 10, 12 at that time. When you're in a coma for 10 years, your motor skills are going to be really off because they've been pretty much dormant for a decade. You haven't been talking. Your vocals are not going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, if you know anyone that's been in a coma for a decade and they come out talking just as clear as before, let me know. But that's the only part I was like, damn well he wouldn't be up walking around and talking that clearly if he was in a coma for a whole decade, right? So another thing I want to talk about while we're on the subject of sugar babies, there's just one scene like in the beginning of the movie. It was gross. Like, I understand age 18 is legal, right? But I still feel like depending on your age, that's a kid. So the woman, the crazy woman, she had a colleague that was hugging and kissing some little young dude, and she was like, oh, my babies, they make mommy happy. That sounded really gross. I'm sorry. I know the term is sugar mama, sugar baby, sugar daddy, but that's gross because you really are old enough to be their mom and you talking about they make mommy happy. Those are my babies. I was, ugh. I'm sorry. Because that lady looked like she was a smooth 52. And that boy looked like he was no more than about 22. I'm like, no. Like, they should have edited that part out because that was a little yucky for me. I felt like I need to take a shower. But anyway, so Tubi is jumping off the new year with some more thrillers. I was looking on Twitter somewhere and someone was saying they like Tubi, but they're kind of tired of the storyline of the crazed psycho stalker. And I do notice that a lot of the movies I watch that are Tubi originals do have that thing going on. Maybe, just like how Lifetime is known for the women thrillers, I guess that's what I can say. I think Tubi is maybe trying to make itself known for like the thriller, the dramas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know what you think about Sugar Mama. It just dropped on Tubi 2025. Check it out and let's discuss in the comments. What do you think? Shout out to my 100 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed, but you can by hitting that button for me. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.